Empowers millions of students to be curious and knowledgeable global citizens. Today, we're going to determine our school champion, and that student will have the opportunity to advance to the next level of competition. The national champion will win a college scholarship from National Geographic and a prize trip, I think, to Washington, D.C. Before we begin, I would like to ask everyone in the room to turn off all electronic devices. The audience may not record the school GOB in any form other than through closed-circuit telephone. Any activity that could be distracting to the contestants is not permitted. Today's competition will consist of a final round and a championship round. Final round questions will reduce the number of contestants to 2. These 2 finalists will then compete in the championship round. In the final round, a contestant is eliminated after answering 2 questions incorrectly. I'll begin each series of questions with the same student. If this student has been eliminated, questioning will begin with the next available student, and we'll proceed alphabetically from first to ninth. After each student on stage has responded to a question in a series, those who gave their second incorrect answer will be excused from the competition unless all are eliminated. And if this happens, those students who gave their second incorrect answer during that series will continue to receive final round questions until 2 finalists and a 3rd place winner have been determined. If only one student remains after a series of questions, that student automatically becomes one of the finalists and will be asked no more questions. Those students who gave their second incorrect answer during that series will then continue to receive questions until the 2nd finalist and the 3rd place winner are determined. The procedures will change for the championship round. I will announce those procedures at that time. Other rules remain the same as those that were followed in the preliminary competition, and I will remind you of those rules now. You'll have 15 seconds to answer each question, and time is going to be kept by Mr. Sowers, who will ring the bell when the time limit is up. You may interrupt the final competition only twice to have either a question repeated or a word spelled. Also, please remember to listen carefully to each question and use correct geographic terminology in your answers. For example, do not use Holland as a synonym for the Netherlands, and do not use England for the country, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, as England is only a political division of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Give present-day names unless the question involves history, and other names would be correct in the context of the question. As the GOB is conducted in English, wherever possible, conventional English place names are used. Shortened forms of countries are acceptable, such as United Kingdom, Great Britain, or Britain for United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. You will not be penalized for any inaccurate pronunciations or spellings, so long as it can be determined that you know the correct answer. GOB questions follow the National Geographic Society's policy of recognizing Europe and Asia as 2 separate continents. Oceania is considered a region rather than a continent, and it will not be accepted as a correct answer for the continent of Australia. In addition, the National Geographic Society recognizes only 4 oceans: the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Indian, and the Pacific. All information was current at the time that this GOB was published in September of 2008.